beauties growing up in Brooklyn that we get to engage with all kinds of people. This is me talking as a Black American, Black Lives Matter activist, growing up in a Jewish neighborhood. All my teachers were Jewish. How y'all doing? I like the good times, Joe. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. It's a little cold out here. Don't hit me. You can talk race conversations. What I told my husband the other day, the problem in America, like how we use that word normalize, wearing a mask or whatever, we have to learn to do it for safety. We've never normalized having racial conversations out in the public. So when you hear someone on a major network say something just to understand, like on a platform just for that platform to get views, it's not a real conversation. The conversations are happening every day. We're at the bank, we're in Chase, we're online at the Dunkin' Donuts. It's like, bitch, we all eat the same things. That's Starbucks, right? It doesn't matter what you are. He condemned what I think and I feel about the outward point of view of what people are trying to say about Jewish people and what they've experienced, whatever. As a Black person who understands slavery and all these other things too, and also be a human being and not care and be respectful. I'm working in a Jewish neighborhood and I know they want to run out because guess what? I just told Moshe, I'm like, yo, I know you want to leave because the sun going down and you're like in a rush and you're like rushing me. He's like, I don't have time for you, Tahyira. And they say my name beautifully. Why can't we live in a world like that? You know? My husband. Everybody know you, babe. Yeah, I know, babe. But it's like, not to say to be like a person like me. I'm the way I am based off my experiences, right? West Indian people and Jewish people live on the same block where I grew up, you know? It's not something like, oh my God, what you mean? So it's like sometimes the media twists everything we're trying to say, and a lot of us are trying to say real shit, you know? And that's the sad part. What's going on? Hope you have a good day too. So that's where I'm at with it. Over here, it's just like, I love fucking Jewish people. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, I understand their plight more than anything. I used to say one time when I was younger, what's up? I felt like, I wasn't younger. I was out in LA. And Beverly Hills is a big, heavy Jewish-owned neighborhood, too. They have a lot of law firms and stuff back over there. And I remember being there, and this guy was going to give me this position. He was looking for, like, a manager, like what I do now here. And he was like, you know, my mother used to always tell me, get yourself a Black woman and you guys can really take over the world. And I said, well, my mother, you could say the same thing. It's like, man, one of these Jews or like one of these white boys sent me to the white boy school. You know, like, it's the partnership of that. The fact that we're conscious about how our race gets through in the world, learning to tag up with someone else, you know what I mean? That's what I grew up with. That's how I was raised. Growing up in Brooklyn, growing up conscious, not understanding that you represent something also does another person. Doesn't mean Holocaust and the slavery. No, they both existed. It's not a battle. If we all come together, and when we come together, that's what the political systems recognize. That's why since Barack Obama's election, we've been living in this kind of America. There's a lot of people that don't want harmony, right? It's easier to, oh no, you're so mad at that person, you know, I'm about to have a conversation with a Jewish person. That's what they want. But if we can keep it smart in our mind, and I can sit there and talk, get my mail from Moshe, but also have a conversation like, so do you watch Fox News? It's a different kind of conversation. I'm bringing back my show, live hangouts, right here on Instagram. Working on my shit with Instagram. Tell them stop fucking shadow banning niggas who are woke. It's not my fault, but whatever. That's what I wanted to tell you guys today. And I look like, you know, cute or whatever case maybe.